Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us for another true tale from our Tell Me a Story series, presented by OpenDoor Theatre. We hope you enjoy this story, written and read by Neal Gregersen.
Hi, I'm Neal Gregersen, and I'd like to tell you a story. The day I learned to cry. She was a bundle of brown and gold fur with a little yip. A pair of bright brown eyes peeked from my mother-in-law's arms that spring day, while a long, soft tail moved in a rhythm of love and trust. We brought her from Uncle Edgar's farm. If you want to keep her for a couple of weeks to see if she gets along with the kids, you may. Otherwise, Dad and I'll take her. What a dirty trick, I thought. Keep a puppy for 2 weeks and then take her away from a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old? I knew if we said yes, we had a dog for life. I've always been, like a typical American male, something of a stoic. We emulate the classic Greeks who believe that one should travel through life unmoved by joy or grief, submitting without complaint. And so that day it was without much sense of emotion that Nan and I agreed to take the puppy. She was christened Shag, a name garnered from one of Steve's favorite books, and Jean, the 2-year-old, concurred, and the relationship began. Shag was a good dog. We told her that 1,000 times. Intelligent, playful, loyal, all that one could ask from a member of the family. She followed us faithfully from the house on Lake Street to Bell Street to the country vistas of Redtail Court. And with passing time, the stoic in me diminished. I began to respond with joy and anger and sadness and even complaint to her antics, mistakes, and pain. She slowly became a part of me. This third child, the common question, how many children do you have? And the standard answer, 3, 1 of each, took to the country with all the zest of a doggy 70-year-old could muster. Exploration was her game. Not an inch of our acre or the neighbor's was missed. And this helped as eyesight began to fade and hearing disappeared. The trips became shorter, the paths closer, the running slower. At age 15, nearly blind, nearly deaf, with memory failing, inside and outside became confused. Accidents happened more frequently. The vet was consulted several times. It was November when we realized that scolding, punishing, or retraining was useless. She didn't know anymore what she was doing wrong, so the appointment was made for one more consultation. The veterinarian keeps a friendly office, although it's rather austere. The tile floors echo with footsteps, and the block walls ring with barking from somewhere in the depths of the building. We gathered in the yellow room around the stainless steel table, 4 adults, Mom, Dad, brother, sister, reliving a moment 15 years before, reliving the joining of 5 lives, hoping for a cure or a not necessary, and knowing already the answer. The vet shook his head. It's not going to get any better. She's probably had several small strokes, and I don't think you're going to see any improvement. We can put her to sleep right now, if you want. If you want? My God, what a question. Of course I don't want. But do I have any choice? In my stomach, a knot was forming, and in my throat, a lump. Nan and the children looked at me. How did it turn to my decision again? The knot and the lump grew together. I nodded. Nan's eyes filled with tears. The children looked away. They murmured, I can't, when the vet asked if we wanted to stay. You say goodbye. I'll stay with her, forced its way through my constricted throat. We left alone, the vet, Shag, and me. I held her as my mother-in-law had held her 15 years before. Those brown eyes were dull now, but the tail still signaled love and trust. I said goodbye, and the vet did his job. She died in my arms, growing limp in one long breath. She taught me a lot, that shaggy dog, mostly love and joy and trust and how to feel life. And finally, one cool fall day, she taught me how to cry.